Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dzamir Ahmad Baqi. People always call me Dzamir, and I'm first speaker of this opposition team. And I'm going to stand with the motion. This House supports awards and recognitions in the artists and/or creative fields. So without further ado, let's continue. But before that, I'll divide this into two parts. First is the rebuttal, and the second are my main points. So first, he said it's not inclusive. It's irrelevant because in America, population of white people compared to African American, Asians, and Hispanics are larger. And how is it not inclusive while Beyonce has the most wins at Grammy Awards? And it's highly subjective, unfair. Well, even if art is subjective, but in this context of Grammy Awards, there's always certain criteria and experts from different points of view to decide who's the winner of Grammy Awards, even if the song is received as nominee's status, but it still got hyped by the audience. And also, media plays a huge role if there's any sort of cheating inside of the voting system or in the awards itself. And the artist's reputation is not solely dependent on how the audience view them. And last but not least, it devalues the artist. It's not true, because awards doesn't define the quality of the artist's music, but it's determined by the quality that the music that they share with their music, and they should strive for excellence in their craft. So let me get into my main points. Awards and recognitions in the artistic and creative fields have been a long-standing tradition in human society. They play a huge role in fostering artistic excellence, promoting cultural enrichment, and providing financial support to artists and creative industries. These awards come in various forms, from prestigious international honors and regional awards that celebrate talent with specific communities. For example, Oscar Awards, Grammy Awards, and etc. I've got two main points. First, encourages artists to strive for excellence, and the second is about industry standards. Let me go back to the first point. So, as we can see, in this particular industry, there's tens of thousands lots of songs or artistic works that are maybe mediocre or subpar, or whereas there's some like the higher ones, or maybe the lesser version of the high quality ones. And that's why this award motivates artists to thrive in their creative work, because there's a stake going on and a prestigious award for them to achieve. And it gives them a bigger platform for expressing their creativity to a wider range of people and continue push their boundaries and to innovate within their creative work. Removing these incentives could result in a decline in the quality and diversity of artistic expression, as creators may become less driven to produce exceptional work due to not having awards or standards set that I'm going to express in the second argument. Also, these awards offer much needed validation for artists and creators from emerging and marginalized backgrounds. I mean, different backgrounds, different status, race, etc. Winning or even being nominated for awards can significantly boost an artist's confidence and reputation, and it's also doors to financial backing, sponsorships, and grants, and also, to simply put, to help them with their funding, to maintain their high quality creative work as an artist. So, removing these awards would make it significantly harder for them to gain recognition, acknowledgement, and last but not least, funding support. Also, I'm going to discuss about the second point, industry standards. Yes, as I said before in the first argument, that the problem with the industry right now, there are multiple art forms. And yes, there are multiple art forms and there are different works, and there are some works that are worth to watch or worth to be looking at, and it's worth it to listen to all the time. There are some subpar movies and there are some high quality movies, like, okay, for example, Inception. That's a high quality movie that maybe you all can think about. Yes, with this kind of like perimeter, a clear perimeter, awards often serve as benchmarks, or perimeter, as I said, for industry standards in the artistic and creative fields, and usually they guide audiences and consumers towards quality content, helping them to distinguish exceptional work from mediocre or subpar creations. So there's a fine line. There's not a fine line, but there's a clear line between what's a good movie, for example, or a bad movie. So eliminating these kind of awards could lead to confusion among consumers, make it more challenging to identify and support high quality creative products. And it helps with cultural enrichment. Why? It highlights the importance of art, literature, and music, and other creative endeavors to foster a deep appreciation of these forms of expression among the general public. So with this cultural enrichment standards, these two are required. If there's no like clear perimeter for what's a good art, what's a bad art, then the artist would just create more mediocre work that wouldn't benefit people. And the objective of entertainment is to entertain. And a person won't be entertained by just mediocre type of content, right? Yes. With that being said, that's why I stand with these two arguments. First, it encourages artists to strive for excellence and also to keep up with the industry standards. And it also fosters deep appreciation for various forms of expressions among the public. So, thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.